Now we're going to work with the upper body, and if for some reason your lower body isn't really flexible or you'd rather not use it, upper body is a great way to express yourself with belly dance. In fact, one performance, my troupe, one of the ladies had broken her leg, and so she was on stage in an ornate chair, her cast underneath her skirt, and she did the full performance with veils and her upper body while we did our usual performance. And it actually looked really good. So always remember you can express yourself with belly dance in some way or another. You don't have to have the full body range to do it. Okay, so why don't we start at the top? That's the head. There's a lot of expressions you can create with your face and your head. Very typical is the head slide. Everyone has a hard time with it at first. Our necks are not that flexible. The easiest way to remember how to do it, I've taught it this way, is as if you're listening for gossip. So you're just shifting your head off to one side. Oh, that's what they're saying. And over to the other side. It's just kind of an easy slide. You can use your eyes with it. Oh, oh my. Nice and subtle. And as your neck becomes looser and more able to manage with that, then you'll get a bigger range. Some cultures do head flicking, hair flicking. I don't have hair long enough, but you bring your head down and flick it back. Head rolls. I would recommend that if your neck isn't really flexible, that you try to not do too much of that. You'll give yourself whiplash. Some people do hair flicking like this. In some cultures, that's okay. In Middle Eastern culture, touching your hair, the hair is considered very, very sensual. So you might frame it, you might pretend to be touching it, but it's actually considered too sensual for the stage to be playing with. There's little salutes, all kinds of things you can do. Expression is very important. Your eyes can convey an awful lot. Your mouth, in my tradition, you're smiling unless it's a very, very sad song. In tribal, they tend to try and keep a more neutral look, whatever appeals to you. But certainly try to convey whatever your emotion is to your audience and what the mood is for the song. Shoulders. Shoulders are very important and you can do so much with them. Shoulder rolls can be very sensual. One or two. It's as if you're bringing the person into your mind, your vision. Shoulder shimmies. The shoulders move a little bit like a bar, if you will. So when you bring one shoulder forward, the other naturally goes back. If you're practicing that, just look in the mirror, fix your eyes, and move your shoulders. Now I'm a little bit off center, so I'll bring myself more to center. Or if you want to put your hands on your hips, you're just moving your shoulder girdle back and forth. And as a shimmy, you just go faster and faster and faster and faster and faster to music. Now naturally your chest comes with it, but your focus is on your shoulders. Another thing you can do with your arms and shoulders are snake arms, and that's your shoulders come up, your elbows come up, your wrists come up, and then shoulders, wrists, hands. Shoulders, wrists, elbows, wrists. Shoulders, elbows, wrists. Shoulders, elbows, wrists. Shoulders, elbows, wrists. And this is a very, very beautiful, sensual move. And you can use your hands to just frame what you're doing. You can use your hands to do circles. And if you have frozen shoulder, just stay within whatever range is comfortable for you. Half circles, half moves. And you can do the typical I Dream of Jeannie head move. And you can frame your face. Now your hands should never do this, if you can help it. At least in the Middle Eastern audience, that's considered a real insult. So try and keep your fingers together if you're not sure what else to do. Just as if you were playing little zills. If you purchase some zills, then certainly practice with them. They just go along with the beat. You can imagine yourself holding a wine glass and washing it. You can do little butterflies, just soft hands. Okay, now let's move on to the chest. This can get a little sore in the middle of your back, so do be careful with this. So essentially what you're doing is you're moving your rib cage along, and the chest is going along with it. So move it to side, move it to the side, side, side. And this is where sitting in a chair is really helpful because you're not actually leaning with your hips at this point. Forward, back, forward, back. So we can do side to side. How about up and down, up, down. Good. Okay, now to do a chest circle, you can do it this way or you can do it this way. So I'll show you this way. Side, side, up, across, down. Across, up, across, down. Now, in actual dance, you're not doing it that obviously, but we're just learning how to move it. So, across, up, down, across, down, up, across, up, across, down. Back to neutral, across, up, across, down, across, up, across, down. Okay, so when you round off those corners, you have a nice little chest roll, chest circle. Same as if you were to do using your rib cage to circle your hips. Same thing, forward, to the side, back, side, forward. And you can just do that as a teeny tiny move, or you can do it as a big spectacular move. And the goal is ultimately to have the rib cage doing most of the movement. Of course, the head will go along with it, but trying to keep the hips stationary as you do that. Great. Another thing you can do is a figure eight with your chest. So up and around, up and around, up and around. And it looks really awkward at this point, but when you're doing it, you're just doing little tiny, more like sways with your chest. Okay, let's see. The tummy, that takes a little bit more, and I think I'm actually going to do that as another one. But try those and see how they go for you.